Welcome to the Wayfaring Panda. I'm Annette. Today I'm participating in a YouTube hop with Ginger's Corner, and it's an organization hop. So we get to choose whatever we want to organize, which there's plenty of things that need organizing. So one thing I thought I would talk about, because I am sure this is a problem with a lot of us, is all the ephemera. And I have different storage for some of my different ephemeras, but I have been collecting paper ephemera. And as you can see, some of these have fell out, and there's always these little pieces. They mostly fell out of this bag. But you get them in these bags, and then they fall apart like this. Or they're hard to get out, hard to sort through. And so I wanted a way that I could find what I need, not lose everything, and be able to find it. So I think I have a solution. I'm not sure if all of it's going to fit, but I'll show you. So I do already have videos on how I pretty much store my papers, which I have kind of come up over time. And right now, I keep my papers in a milk crate. Believe it or not, all my pattern paper will fit in a milk crate, most of it anyway. So I keep them in these file folders here. I'm not sure what you call these, but these plastic ones. But they are very thick, and I have lots, actually multiple ones in this. It's pieces from Snow Pine Lodge and a different Christmas collection. And I do actually have some ephemera in here, but it's very flat. But I can't really keep all this ephemera in here, even if it does fit, because then my papers won't fit in the milk carton. Also, I don't always use my ephemera with the papers they go with. Maybe there's no cording papers that I have. So I want to be able to see them anytime and use them with whatever collection I want. So here's the solution I came up with. I've seen these for quite a while, and I was actually looking at Joann's when they were going out of business to maybe get one for it, because I thought it'd be great. They're going out of business. Maybe I could get one of these for a discount. Well, I could only find the clear ones, which really weren't that fun, and they were only like 20% off. So, and they never did one under that before they disappeared. I thought, well, 20% off is nothing, and it turned out good, because later on, after Joann's had gone out of business, I did find that Michael's had a 70% off sale, and they come in clear, and there may be other brands, but the one I got was Simply Tidy, and I've seen this on different stores as well as I think Amazon, so you can get these anywhere. There could be other brands too, but I have seen them in the rainbow colors, so it might be easier to organize by rainbow color with different themes. I had seen them all clear. I am going to use my label maker to label them, so that'll make it easier too. As well, it does have a few different colors in this one. I picked this one because my basement is all blue, and so I thought this would go better with my basement. Plus, I love turquoise and blue, so that's why I went with this. I did start putting some of these in these boxes, and these are photo boxes is what they are. So they're 4x6, and so like on this one, this is 49 Market, and you can see there are some that will not fit in here because it's too wide. So I probably am going to have to get another container to keep some other things in, and I'll probably just like combine all the 49 Market of the large stuff into some other containers. And one of the things that 49 Market, they also have these. So the film strips that are long will not fit in there. So I'm going to have to get something that's wide and long, or maybe two different things to put this type of ephemera in. But also, if you're not familiar with 49 Market, okay, these are acetates. So, I mean, they have decorated papers, so I don't know about this one, but some of them you can cut out and use this ephemera also, but also I was keeping these with them so that I can put the title of what it is that's in here. I think some of them, though, you can cut out. Like this one, you might be able to cut out the globe. and save that. Here's a better, so this one was one of the reasons I really started doing this. All these little pieces, you had to punch them out of the papers. And also, they're so tiny, they were all sticking to each other. Now I can kind of look through here and see, okay, if I need a flower or lace, I can look in here and find it. And you can see that these, well, I guess, well, no, they don't really fit, so those will have to go in something else. But also, 49 and Market prints things on the back of their packaging so that you could actually cut these out and use them. So I'll probably use my brother's Scan and cut these out, and they will fit in here. So I will be back after I get everything organized, and we'll see what fits into the case. Okay, I finished putting all of my ephemera in here, and I got most of it. I think there's only one package of some odd thing that I couldn't get in here. And so here's what it looks like. I kind of put it in by category and by brand. So the first two, the Cartabella Mercantile, I just put that in one because they didn't have too much in them. This was an odd one. I didn't have very much left. That was Christmas. I kind of put all my Christmas in the green plus this one because that tells me about Christmas. These are simple stories. For some reason, those are the only ephemera I had loose. So I put those in here, and those are winter, so I thought that goes with Christmas. And then I also, I had one more. I did try to put the chipboard stickers in here, but they are very hard to punch out and keep the backing on. So I only did it with that one and not the rest of them. And then everything else is pretty much 49 and Market. And then I have one where I did scan and cut with some old Disney papers that I had. And I'll probably try to cut some more out. I was having trouble with my scan and cut, so I didn't cut any more of those out because this paper is really thin and it was getting torn. So I'll show you what it did not get in there. So the simple stories I had with one of the, here it says, the ephemera pack. This one had larger pieces, but since they're so large, I'm just going to put those with my papers because I have cut up papers with the fresh snow that are this size anyway, and I may use these for journaling. So I'll keep those in with the 12 by 12 papers. And then also, I found this large box, and I was able to get all of my 49 and Market large acetate and ephemera pieces. So anything that wouldn't fit in the smaller containers, I put in here. And you can see we still have room for more. And then I was able to save the backing of these. So for some reason I wanted to use this, maybe some kind of mixed media background or something. And I have that, as well as the longer pieces of the acetate. So the only things that did not accommodate was the chipboard pieces. I did show you I did this simple stories that way, but when you punch these out, the paper doesn't always come with it, and so I'm afraid they might get stuck together, and these are just hard to get out. So I think they're better if I just store them in pieces like this, but I'll have to find a good solution for storing these. And then simple stories, I happen to have these big frames, so of course they don't work. They might work in another box, but I don't have any more boxes like this. So if I can get another box similar to this is something we've had for a long time, so I have no idea where it came from. And then I have Tim Holtz, same thing with the chipboard. So it's really the chipboard that I need to find a way to store that. So I'll hop along. As I mentioned, this is part of a YouTube hop. So hop along. The great thing is, since it's in a playlist, you can also look at previous months and see what other ideas people have for storing your items. So hop along, check out what everyone else is organizing this month and what they've organized in the past. And I also have a playlist of organizing videos I have made in the past, so you can check out how I organize my 12 by 12 papers. I want to thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, please give it a like, and if you're not already a subscriber, I'd really appreciate if you can subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.